Welcome to this training session. During this video, we will look at what steps do you need to take to check on the Autobid system if the branches have done their second vehicle check. In other words, the vehicle has now returned to its premises and the branch has used the Autobid app to check the vehicle again on its return. Because only once they have done that can you as control room close the route authorization. So we are talking in the process about step 4 and step 5. Step 4 is where the branches need to check the vehicle again to see if there are any new damages on the vehicle. And once they have done their check using the Autobid app, you will then go into the Autobid system to first see if that check has been done. And once you are happy that the check has been done, then you will go into the fleet management system to close the request for the route authorization. When you are in the fleet management system, you need to constantly monitor the status of the route authorizations. So in other words, you need to check and see if the vehicle was supposed to be returned already. And if so, then you also need to then go into the Autobid system. So I've just clicked on any one of these that are still in active status, and I'll go to the second page, and this is what I want to bring your attention to, is the expiry date. So you need to check the expiry date and time. If it's already past the date and time, then go into the Autobid system and then check under track and trace if the vehicle has had its return check. The only way that you'll know that it has its return check is when you see a date and time reflected in this column. In other words, these two vehicles have had their return check, but all of these other vehicles are still out. I don't know if they're still out on the road or if they've returned to the branches, but the branches have not yet done their return check, which is going to be a problem because they need to understand that they need to do the check immediately when the vehicle returns. So if you find that a vehicle on the route authorization has been indicated as expired, it's already returned to its destination, then please contact the branch to find out why the return check has not yet been done. If you are happy, however, that the return check has been done, you can now go back to the fleet management system and close. But before I do that, I just also want to encourage you, keep this page open the whole day. But while you are on this page, also constantly click on the refresh button here. So that once you've refreshed, you just click on track and trace again, and this will update your list. If you just keep staying on this list, it won't be updated. You need to go into the refresh button, back into track and trace, and then you will have the latest list on the screen. Right, so as I said, if you are happy that the vehicle has been checked, then you can go back into your system. You can open up that specific route authorization, and then you can click on actions and close the route authorization. Also, please make sure that you constantly monitor in order to get the route authorizations to be closed as soon as possible. We don't want a long list of active route authorizations that have not been closed as yet. I have also noticed that on this page there's this expired tab, and there is one that has expired. As an example now, if I click on that, it shows that there is a route authorization that's been active since the 1st of February, and that doesn't sound right. So it's also important that you as control room need to check these expired route authorizations and find out why it has gone into that status, because we really want to remove this and close it, and we don't really want to get a lot of expired root authorizations in this list. This brings us to the end of this training video. Thank you for your attention.